to a new session at Graduate Guru. Today we will continue with our topic, final accounts of insurance companies, and let us read question 13. From the following balances of Unique Fire Insurance Company Limited, prepare revenue account and P&L account. Again हमें दोनों accounts बनाने हैं, revenue and P&L, for the year ended 31st March 2020. Premium received on direct business, premium on reinsurance accepted, premium on reinsurance ceded. So three figures are given to us separately. Fire fund is given. Fire fund is nothing but unexpired risk reserve. So ये opening balance दिया है and उसके साथ additional reserve का भी opening balance दिया है. Claims paid is given. Legal expenses for settlement of claims. So ये हम claims में add कर देंगे. It is the cost of claims. And again for overall business, legal expenses अलग से दिए हैं. Claims on reinsurance ceded is given. Management expenses again for fire business, for overall business. Commission is given on direct business, reinsurance accepted and reinsurance ceded. Loss on sale of investments दिया है, which is in respect of fire business. So in our second head, that is after premium, जो हम profit या loss दिखाते हैं on sale of investment, ये हम वहाँ पर दिखाएंगे. Interest, dividend, rent on fire insurance business. So again, these are incomes from our investment in respect of fire insurance. And then they have given profit on sale of general investments. General means पूरे business के लिए investment है, not specifically for fire business. So this will go to our P&L account. Other information is given. Create reserve for unexpired risk at 50% of net premium. Additional reserve to be maintained at 10%. So this will help us to calculate our unexpired risk. Outstanding claims is given, opening and closing balances separately. Transfer 25,000 to the catastrophe reserve from P&L account. So P&L में जो appropriations है, वहाँ पर we will show this catastrophe reserve and provide 40% for income tax. So first we are going to concentrate on our revenue account. As usual, we'll prepare our schedules and find the operating profit first. So I have the format ready. Let us begin with our first schedule for premiums. So premiums earned is our first schedule. There we start with direct business. So they've given us an amount of premium received, which is 9,600. Then to this I will add premium on reinsurance accepted. So there the amount is given to us as 690. So pehle let us add these two amounts. 9,600 plus 690, we get 10,290. And from this we subtract reinsurance ceded. So the ceded amount is 790. Let us subtract it from this total. We will get 9,500. This is our net premium. And we will have to adjust this for unexpired risk reserve. We'll make our working note as usual for that. First, we will calculate our closing reserve. And closing reserve में we have our usual reserve जो 50% है plus the additional reserve of 10%. So there are two parts. One is 50%. 50% of what? Of our net premium. So 50% of 9,500, which is 4750, and 10% of 9,500 जो हमारा additional reserve है, so that is 950. Let us add these two first. So 4750 plus 950, we will get 5,700. This is our total of closing reserve. वैसे ही let us take our total for opening reserve. We have fire fund given and we also have additional reserve given. So ये हमारे लिस्ट में दिया है. Fire fund is 3,700 and the additional reserve which is given is 740. So let us take a total of these two also. 3,700 plus 740. We will get 4,440. अब हमें इन दोनों को कंपेयर करना है. Closing is more than opening. So इस बार we will subtract. So closing minus opening, which is 1,260. And because closing is more than opening, as I said, हम यहाँ पर subtract करेंगे. So 1,260 we will subtract from 9,500 and we will get 8,240 as our premium जो हम revenue account में लेकर जाएंगे. Then we have over here a loss given to us. So profit or loss on sale or redemption of investment, हमें दिया है a loss on sale of investment in respect of fire business. 50,000 is the amount. So यहाँ पर because it's a loss, पर ये जो हमारा list है, this is in respect of incomes. So income में अगर हम loss दिखा रहे हैं, we will show it as a negative figure. So यहाँ पर I'll write -50. So that is our loss on sale of investment. Then we don't have anything else, no other income is given. So वहाँ पर dash आ जाएगा. And what about interest, dividend, rent? They have given us interest, dividend, rent on fire business investment. So that means ये fire से related है. We will show that in the revenue account. 480 is our amount. So let us do this plus minus and get our net income over here. So 8,240 minus 50 plus 480, we will get 8,670. So this is our total of income in the revenue account. Now we go to the expense side and the first one is claims incurred. That is our schedule 2. Pehle we will take claims paid. So claims paid में they have given us a particular amount जो कि है 7,200. I'll write it in the inner column. यहाँ पर we have to assume that this includes the accepted reinsurance claims also. अब इसमें we have to add our expenses. So जो legal expenses हैं, in which they have given us two categories. One is for settlement of claims, other is for overall business. So जो settlement of claims वाले legal expense है, that is our cost of claim जो यहाँ पर add हो जाएंगे. So we will get 7,250 and from this I will subtract our reinsurance ceded. उसके claims का amount अलग से दिया है. So reinsurance ceded per claims is 600. So let us subtract this. 7250 minus 600. We will get 6650. And we have also been given the outstanding claims, closing and opening. So let us adjust for that. Plus closing outstanding and minus opening outstanding. So closing outstanding का amount है 800 और opening outstanding का amount है 900. So let us do this plus minus. 6650 plus 800 minus 900. We get 6550. This is what we will take to our revenue account. 6550. Now we have to go to our third schedule, which is commission. Before that, take down this much, then we'll continue with those schedules. Now let's go to our schedule number 3, which is for commission. Commission के लिए they have given us separate amounts for direct business, accepted and seeded. So we are going to show it that way only. So first commission on direct business, and that amount is 900. Let's add our reinsurance accepted to this. So commission on reinsurance accepted is 45,000. Total of the two, 945. And we will subtract our reinsurance ceded from this. Reinsurance ceded का commission है 60. Let us subtract 945 minus 60, 885. We will take this to our revenue account. And now we make our schedule 4 for operating expenses. And operating expenses only in respect of our fire insurance business. So यहाँ पर we have management expenses जिसमें दिया है how much is for fire insurance. So management expenses for fire is 100. Let's take this also to our revenue account. Let's take a total of these three. 6550 plus 885 plus 100. We get 7535. And let us find our operating profit. Subtract करते हैं 8670 minus 7535. We will get 1135. So this is our operating profit for fire business. अब हमें profit and loss account बनाना है. So I'm going to make the format for the profit and loss account first, then we'll continue. So our P&L account format is ready over here. पहले we start with the operating profit for fire business, जो हमने यहाँ पर find किया था 1135. 935. Then we have income from investment. अब यहाँ पर income from investment will include your profit. It will also have your interest, dividend, etc. पर जो interest, dividend हमने यहाँ पर बता दिया है already, that is 480. This was for fire business. ये हमें वापस वहाँ नहीं बताना है. But we have profit on sale of general investments. That is what we are going to show over here. So profit on sale का amount है 70. There is no other income. So let us take a total of these two. 1135 plus 70. We get 1205. यहाँ पर provisions other than tax कुछ नहीं है. There is no diminution, no bad debts, nothing. So we'll put a dash for this. Other expenses may we have 2-3 things. So let's make a small working note for that. So यहाँ पर I'm going to show the working note. This is in respect of P&L. Other expenses. First is our legal expenses. So in other expenses, one is legal expenses जो overall business के लिए दिए हैं 200. And there is also management expenses which are given for overall business. So the management expense is 750. So let's take a total of these two. 950. That will go over here in our other expenses. So हमारे expense का total is also 950. Let us subtract and find our profit before tax. We will get 255 as our profit before tax. And इस पर we will directly calculate our provision for tax, which is given at 40%. Last sum में हमने diminution को निकाल दिया था because that is not allowed as an expense or as an income under income tax. पर यहाँ पर there is no such expense. यहाँ पर other expenses are all allowable. So that is why ये जो profit है इस पर ही we will calculate 40%. That will give us 102. Let us subtract that from 255. We get 153 as our profit after tax. इसमें we add our P&L account opening balance अगर दिया है तो in this sum we don't have any opening balance given, so I'll put a dash. Let us write 153 total. And now appropriation में we have been given कि हमें transfer करना है to catastrophe reserve. So let us write that under appropriations. Transfer to catastrophe reserve. And the amount is 25,000. So we will subtract 25 from this 153 and our final balance which we take down to the balance sheet will be 128,000. So I hope you've understood this. यहाँ पर कैसे expenses का breakup दिया था between fire insurance and overall. So fire वाले जो expenses हैं that we have taken to the revenue account. That is income and expenses जो fire से related है. जो general है overall business के लिए है that we have taken to our P&L account. So take down this sum and then we'll go ahead with another sum which is based on balance sheet now. So now let us go to question number 14, which is based on schedules to the balance sheet. हमें पूरा balance sheet नहीं बनाना है यहाँ पर, but we have to make the relevant schedules. So from the following information in respect of Dhara Insurance Company Limited, prepare the relevant schedules to the balance sheet. So they have given us some list of items like investments in government securities, investments in equity shares of a company that is XYZ Limited, investment in bonds दिए हैं, investment in PQR, a subsidiary is given, short-term investment in derivative instruments, investment property, investment in non-approved securities, which is again short-term. So ये सारी चीजें will go to our investment schedule. Then we have loans given to SafeSure Bank Limited, Jai Corporation and Industrial Undertaking, and State Government. So 3 type की loans है which will go to our loan schedule. Gross block is given. Now what is this gross block? This is in respect of fixed assets. So एक list दिया है हमें assets का, patents, leasehold property, building, information technology equipment and vehicles. और फिर हमें उस पर depreciation भी दिया है on patents, on the equipments and on vehicles. Obviously on property and building we generally don't charge any depreciation, so it's not there. Cash balance दिया है which will go to our cash and bank balance schedule. Current account with SafeSure Bank Limited, a non-scheduled bank, so ये भी जाएगा हमारे cash and bank balances में. Capital redemption reserve, general reserve, P&L account balance, credit balance, catastrophe reserve, so these are all our reserves, and they've given us reserve for unexpired risk and provision for taxation. Reserve for unexpired risk, even though हम उसे reserve बुलाते हैं, but it is actually a provision. So here you have to be careful. This will go to our provision schedule, not to our reserve schedule. So we are going to make some schedules which are required. सारे schedules नहीं बनाने हैं. Balance sheet also you don't have to make. Adjustments में they've given us some information for disclosure in the schedules. So they've said loan to state government is secured against mortgage of property. Loan to SafeSure Bank Limited is secured against vehicles. And all loans are repayable after 12 months. That is all our long-term loans from the date of the balance sheet. So ये information use करके हमें सिर्फ schedules बनाने हैं. Why I am doing this sum? So that you understand which amount goes in which schedule in your balance sheet. Now if you refer to the balance sheet schedule जो हमने already format में बनाया था, there you will realize that schedules start from schedule number 5. 5 is share capital, 6 is reserves and surplus, 7 is borrowings, 8 is investments, 9 is loans, 10 is fixed assets, 11 is cash and bank balance, 12 is advances and other assets, 13 है current liabilities, 14 है provisions और 15 है miscellaneous expenditure not written off. So यहाँ पर what we are going to prepare are only those schedules जिसके हमें amounts दिए हैं. So first one we will be preparing is schedule number 6, which is reserves and surplus. So as I said, we are not making everything. So we will only prepare what is given in the sum. So हमारे पास reserves and surplus के कुछ amounts हैं which we are going to show in this particular schedule. So reserves में we have capital redemption reserve. So capital redemption reserve is 35. The amounts are already in thousands. So 35.00. फिर हमारे पास general reserve है. So that we will write down general reserve. And for that the amount is 15,000. P&L account we generally show as the last thing in the reserve. So पहले हम लिखेंगे catastrophe reserve, which is 75,000. And as I said, the P&L account credit balance we are going to write last. and that amount is 30,000. So let us take a total of this. 35 plus 15 plus 75 plus 30, we get 155. If we were making our balance sheet, तो ये reserves and surplus के सामने amount चला जाता. अब हमारे पास information नहीं है for schedule 7 which is borrowings. वैसे ही हमारे पास schedule 5 का भी information नहीं था share capital, so we've left that. Now we go to the investment schedule which is schedule 8. Investments में we have to show a breakup between long term and short term investments. So part A is all the long term investments. So we'll write them down one below the other. Investments in government securities. जहाँ mention नहीं है it is short term, we will assume it is long term. So सबसे पहले government securities. Government securities is 280,000. Then we have investment in equity shares. So equity shares of XYZ Limited, and that amount is 110,000. Then we also have bonds of ABC Limited, so that is also long term. And the amount given is 55,000. Then we have investment in subsidiary, which is our PQR Limited. So that also we'll write over here in PQR subsidiary. We have to show our investment in subsidiaries separately. So subsidiary के लिए 120 is the amount. Then there is a short-term investment which is in derivative instruments. वो हम बाद में लिखेंगे. After that we have investment property, that is real estate. So that is again long-term. हम यहाँ पर लिख देंगे investment property. And that amount is 350,000. So these are all our long-term investments. यहाँ पर total लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. You can continue the schedule. Go to part B, short-term investments. And short-term we have two things. One is derivative instruments. Derivative instruments is 30,000. And we also have investment in non-approved securities. ये हमें separately बताना है in short term. Non-approved securities. And the amount given is 25. That is 25,000. Now we will take a full total of all the amounts together. That is long term से लेकर these two. So 280 plus 110 plus 55 plus 120, 350 and 30 and 25. We get 970 as our total of investments. अब investments के बाद we have our schedule for loans. So schedule number 9 is loans. These are loan assets. जो loans हमने दिए हैं. So that becomes an asset. These are not the loans taken. अब loans के schedule में you have to give quite a few details. So सबसे पहले we have to give security wise classification. Loans में there are 4 different classifications जो हमें दिखाने हैं. सबसे पहले सिक्योरिटी वाइज सिक्योर्ड है या अनसिक्योर्ड है. सो वहां पर फर्स्ट यू शो सिक्योर्ड. और सिक्योर्ड में वी हैव नंबर 1 ऑन मॉर्गेज ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी. So in our adjustments उन्होंने दिया है that one of the loans is secured against mortgage of property. So वो loan है for the state government loan which is 140. Then we also have to show if any loan is secured against some shares or bonds, etc. But in our sum, we don't have any such loan. So we'll write a nil for that. And then secured on anything else. So यहाँ पर we have a loan which is secured on vehicles. जो हमारी बैंक की लोन है, that is secured on vehicles, the Safe Sure Bank loan, which is 150. This much is to be shown for secured loans और उसके बाद unsecured. So unsecured loan में जो बाकी की लोन बच गई, we had 3 loans. One was from the bank, one was from government and one was from an industrial undertaking. Industrial undertaking की loan we will assume is a unsecured loan. So 200. Now let's take the total of this. 140 plus 150 plus 200 we get 490. This is one classification. यही total repeat होगा for the other classifications also. Our second classification is borrower wise. किसने loan ली है हमसे? That classification we have to give. So under that the first is state or central government. So हमारी एक loan है which is given to the state government, that we will show over here, which is 140,000. Then we have to show the loans given to banks and financial institutions. So we also have a loan which is given to a bank, Safe Sure Bank Limited, which is 150. Then we have to show loans given to subsidiaries. वो यहाँ पर नहीं है, so I'll put a dash for that. We also have to show loans given to industrial undertakings, which we have of 200, that is to that Jai Corporation. So वो loan यहाँ पर आएगा, and then finally we have others. We don't have anything else over here. So when we take the total, हमें फिर से total मिलेगा 490 only. As I told you, this is going to repeat. हर classification के लिए we will have a subtotal which will be the same. So now we go to the third classification, which is performance wise. Performance wise में we show standard assets and non-performing assets. Non-performing means जिनकी recovery is doubtful. We don't know this breakup. इसमें से standard कौन से हैं, non-performing कौन से हैं. I'll just put a question mark. Total तो same रहेगा 490. And finally, we have to show our classification maturity wise. That is short term or long term. So here we have short term and long term. They have clearly said in the sum कि हमारे सारे loans are repayable after 12 months. So that means all are long term. So we will write down 490. Total will also be 490. Now after that, our most important schedule is for fixed assets, schedule 10. इसके लिए हमें information दी है. So we have been given the gross block and the depreciations. First, let us make the list of all the assets which they have given. So we have patents, we have our leasehold property, we also have buildings, and we have the information technology equipment, that is IT equipment I will write. and vehicles. Now we don't know opening gross block कितना था and we don't know if during the year कुछ purchase या sale हुआ है या नहीं. So these first 3 columns I'm not going to write. जो भी amount हमें gross block में दिया है it will be the closing gross block. So हम directly closing column में amounts लिखेंगे. So it is 800 for patents, 2500 for the property, that is leasehold property. Building के लिए 2000. The equipment is 350 and vehicles are 500. We'll take the total in some time. Pehle let us fill up all the other details. We've also been given depreciation. Depreciation is on patents, equipment and vehicles. Property or building पे depreciation नहीं है. So we'll put a dash for these two. Again, I don't know कितना opening था, that is up to last year, sale, purchase, I don't know anything. So I'll directly put it in the last column. The amounts are 60 for our patents and it is 150 and 200 for our other two assets, that is equipments and vehicles. Again, we'll take the total in some time. बाकी के 3 column में I'm putting a question mark. We don't know these amounts. Okay, it's not कि it's 0, but we don't know the amount. So हमने question mark डाल दिए. Now let us take the totals one by one. So 800 plus 2500, 2350 and 500. Over here we get 6150. And for depreciation column we get 60, 150 and 200, which is 410. Now we need to calculate our net block. So पहला जो column है, that is as at the year end. So that means ये हमारे current year का column है, ये previous year का. Again previous year I don't know the amounts. So that will simply be a question mark. For the current year, let us find the net block, gross block minus depreciation. So 800 minus 60, we will get 740. This will remain the same, 2500 and 2000. For 350 minus 150, we will get 200. And 500 minus 200, we will get 300. Now let us take the total of this. So 740 plus 2500, 2000, 200 and 300. We get 5740. ये जो amount है, this goes to the balance sheet. अगर हम balance sheet बना रहे हैं, then you take this amount to the balance sheet. Okay? Now we have to prepare our schedule for cash and bank balance, which is our schedule number 11. यहाँ पर we have been given the cash balance. So हम वो direct amount लिख देंगे. The cash balance is 20. And then we have the bank balance. और bank balance में you have to show all your breakup, deposit account, current account and so on. हमें सिर्फ यहाँ पर current account दिया है, so I'm going to write that down. So current account का balance है 140. And you also have to show money at call and short notice etc. जो sum में नहीं है, so I'm just going to take a total over here only. And we have to show the amount in non-scheduled bank. So ये amount में non-scheduled bank का amount कितना included है? So our account is with a non-scheduled bank only, जो दिया है clearly in the sum. So 140 हम यहाँ पर दिखा देंगे. But this is just a disclosure. ये amount specifically कहीं नहीं जाएगा. Only this amount 160 you will take to the balance sheet. And now we have just one last schedule remaining. which is for our provisions, और कोई हमें information नहीं है, but we have some provisions given to us, and those provisions are your provision for tax and unexpired risk reserve. As I said, reserve नाम है पर it's a provision. So हम वो पहले लिखेंगे, unexpired risk reserve. This is of course your closing balance जो हम हर sum में calculate करते हैं. यहाँ पर it's given directly 1138. And we also have provision for tax given, which is also shown under this head only. अगर dividends है etc. then that is also shown in this head. So provision for tax is 1200. So we'll take a total of these two, which is 2338. So this is how our schedules look. अगर ये amounts हम balance sheet में लेकर जाते हैं and if we know the other amounts, तो our balance sheet should tally, but you should know which amounts to take to the balance sheet. जैसे मैंने कहा cash bank balance में this amount, not this, this is just disclosure. Fixed assets में ये amount, हमारा जो net block का first column है वो. In your loans, loans के लिए हमारे पास 4 totals हैं, but they are all the same totals. So only one time you will take that total to your balance sheet. So this way you should know which amount to take to the balance sheet. So take down this sum. That's it for this session. Next session we'll be doing a full sum on final accounts. Thank you.